It's time to get things in order. There are a few things that I want to get started on in this world, and I figured having a to-do list would be a good way, a good visual way of seeing what I've done, what I have yet to do, and the progress that we've made in between. So I'm going to build a to-do list. And there we go. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of the Let's Play series. We created the adventure board, and I'm going to go ahead and put down a couple of things on these signs of different tasks that I would like to complete in the world. Some may take a long time to do, some may take only a couple of minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and collect my thoughts and add them on here. Alright, and there it is. So, I think it goes in order of difficulty, so starting at the top and then moving down to the bottom right. We have go to the Nether, so we can get some nether supplies, quartz, gold, all that sort of stuff. Create paths from the river to the starter base. Now this one's actually probably easier than this one, but I want to create a path that comes from the river, like the sign says, all the way up to this area here, and make it look kind of nice, because right now it's pretty barren and empty. I also want to build a starter home because I'm currently living out of a cave, and although it works, it's not exactly cozy or comfortable or any sort of those things. Create the best tools and armor. I've started working on that process with my villagers down below, but I want to finish it up a bit more. I want some diamond armor and not just the iron stuff that I have, and I want these tools to be better. And then after we go to the Nether, we're going to dig around a little bit for some ancient debris so we can get some netherite gear. Next up, we have a bunch of farms that I want to create, so a bee and honey farm that will come in handy for the copper, among other things. We should also make a bamboo farm for fuel, for super smelters, for scaffolding. We'll also want to make a dye/wool farm. This will come in handy for gathering a bunch of wool of different colors and varieties, and also just creating a bunch of different colors for, say, stained glass or terracotta. Next up on the list is a sugarcane farm for paper, rockets, all that other stuff. A gold farm for gold and XP. They are changing the functionality for some of that for 1.19, I believe, so that's why we need to do that relatively soon. And the bottom row here, we need to find an ocean monument and conquer that. I want to move the villager trading hall because as it is now, it's underground. And I could make it work, and I'm sure it would be fine, but I think I want to do something a little different. So eventually, I think I want to move all of those guys down there, all the way up to here, and this is the side of the mountain, and I noticed that there's this big gap here in the side of it, and I think if we open this up a little bit more and clean it up a bit, and then place all the villagers in here, it might be a cool little place to hide a little village in our trading hall at. So that's an idea that I've had. And then of course the final 3 would be to fight the Ender Dragon, get a pair of Elytra, and then fight the Wither, and then all of those things will allow us to kind of complete our board. Now as we check off some of the things on this board, we may put more up, we may change some of them, who knows, we'll see what the future holds. But this is where I want to start, and I'm excited to get going. Now the first thing that I want to do is actually go to the Nether. But before I go, I'd feel more comfortable if I had, diamond armor or something that was better than iron. So I'm going to head down here to our villagers and see if I can't get some good gear from them. And there we go. We've got ourselves a couple bits of diamond gear, and now we only have the helmet and the chest plate to go. And there's the other pieces. Excellent. Instead of taking the time to mine up a whole bunch of obsidian, I have a lava farm. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a couple buckets of lava and turn it into obsidian in a particular place. And that place is right over here. So all we need to do is just drop one of those down, put some water on top, and avoid making cobblestone like this. And there we go. Now we have the base to a portal. Now we just rinse and repeat. Oh no. Well, that's not where I wanted that to go. Frame completed. And ignite. I could have removed that misplaced block, but it's staying, so deal with it. Now, of course, before we head into the Nether, we do need to make a helmet. Or any piece of gold armor, just so that we don't attract any unnecessary attention. So, there's the gold helmet. All right, and I believe we are now all geared up to head on in, so let's get going. And here we are. Not an awful spot to spawn. It's not a basalt delta, so we got that going for us. But wow, that's a lot of lava down there. And this guy's on fire, poor guy. Now, the first thing I want to do is just quickly fortify our location here, just in case we get a ghast coming at us. We know that we will be protected. Yeah, I think I gotta replace the floor too, because we are on one block of netherrack, and one wrong misclick could be the end of us. Alright, home sweet home. Let's go do some exploring. You know, something I didn't bring was a bow and arrow, because I never made one, so this could be bad. Ooh, let's go! I realized that I used up all my blocks surrounding the portal, so I gotta head back home and grab some more real fast. Oh, this is not where my... What? Why would my portal be over here? Why didn't it link up to the one that I made? That doesn't make any sense. While I was home, I ran into a wandering trader, and I thought it would be nice to have a few slime balls on hand since I, don't have a slime farm. I also got some more blocks, and I decided to finally craft a bow. After my experience with the ghast, I thought it would come in handy. So I took that crafted bow, and I enchanted it with Power 5, Unbreaking, and Infinity, because I only have a few arrows. Ah, there's one. We found it. Alright, now it's just a matter of getting to it. Oh, that was a sick shot. Oh, okay. Oh, let's go. Oh, there's a lot in there. Ow, ow. I just pushed R to reload for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. All right, we're good, we're good. Can the pigmen please step out of this room, please? Thank you. No, 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 don't go back in. Yeah, you stay out there. Ah, you stay in there. Okay, how many do I have? 18, that's good enough for now. Oh, there's more. Does this go anywhere? Kinda. But not really. Hey, what are you doing in here? I'll tell you what, this nether fortress is pretty empty. I've only seen a few blazes, no wither skeletons at all. Well, if I need soul sand, I know where to go. Oh, hello. Ah! Well, how'd you hit me from all the way over there? Oh my. Got him. Oh, there they are. Found one. Yikes, I was not expecting that. Whew. Heart's racing a little bit there. Oh, there's another one. Okay, nope, we're not messing with that. We got what we needed, let's head home. You leave me alone. Yeah, I thought. Huh. Alright, I think we've got everything that we needed. So we're gonna take what we've got and head on home. Alright, so we are back from the Nether, and here's everything that we've collected. Just a few things, most notably some soul sand and nether wart. I'm gonna go ahead and get those planted up so we can start brewing up some potions. 19 blaze rods, not too bad. Also, I should mention, it is nighttime, so let's take a quick sleep. I should mention I also got a couple more diamonds, so we have a total of 4. We also got 4 obsidian in those chests, which means I can now theoretically make make an enchanting table without even having to mine any obsidian or diamonds. Now, if you will take a quick look at my statistics, as you can see, I have not mined a single diamond ore. I have diamonds, but no diamond ores. I'm not sure why it was a challenge of mine to not mine any diamonds or obsidian for that fact, but that's what has happened, and it's kind of a fun little feat. Anyway, we've got our nether wart planted now, so we can go ahead and move on to the next step, which is creating a brewing stand. But before we do that, I just want to quickly mark off this one. All right, first brewing stand in this world. Let's put it right there. And then we'll get some glass for some glass bottles. Just 3 is fine for now. Fill them up, place them in, grind up some blaze powder and put that in. And now we're ready to make potions. Now the first potion that I want to brew up is actually fire resistance. So I need some magma cream and then redstone to make it a bit longer. That way we can go to the nether again, start mining for some ancient debris, and then we'll be good to go. Our wall of copper is finally all ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and take that down now. We got about a stack and a half worth of oxidized copper here. I didn't think that that stack or that tower was that much, but apparently so. So let's go ahead and add that to the rest of our collection. There we are. Our potions are all done brewing, so now it's time to head back into the nether and get ourselves some ancient debris. 1 and 2. Oh, and 3. Any more? Yeah, let's go. So after digging around in the nether for about 2 hours, I managed to dig up about 35 ancient debris, which I have then smelted into netherite scrap, and I cheated and I made a netherite ingot already, but let's do the rest of them on camera. So we've got a bunch of gold, we've got our netherite scrap. Let's see how many we can get. We can get 7, which means we have 8 total. Ooh, if I had one more netherite scrap, then I could have made 9 ingots total, but we will have to save that for another time. Let's put some of this stuff back away. And now we are ready to convert some of our diamond gear into netherite gear, which is very exciting. However, I think I'm going to wait to do that because if we take a look at our adventure board here, I have create the best tools in armor. And currently, I have made a few upgrades. So this is a fairly decent pickaxe, but it doesn't have mending or silk touch. It's just a good digging pickaxe. This one is decent. Actually, it's really good, actually. I've even called it a fast shovel. But again, it doesn't have silk touch, it doesn't have fortune, anything like that. So this one, theoretically, I could upgrade with netherite, and that would be fine. It would be a great shovel. But I'm going to hold off for just a bit. Additionally, our diamond axe is quick. This one would actually be a great contender for upgrading. So I might actually do that. Or actually, I do need to put mending on it first. So we should also do that. As far as our armor goes, this is all pretty junky stuff. So we're definitely not going to be upgrading this. I want to get the perfect enchantments on all pieces of armor and all pieces of tools. So that includes our pickaxes, if we do silk touch and fortune. That includes our shovel, that includes our diamond axe, and that includes, well, not the bow because you can't upgrade a bow, but a netherite hoe once we go ahead and make one of those. So how do we get those awesome tools? Well, we use our librarian villagers, and we've got a pretty decent collection of all of them. I think the only like really critical book that I want that I'm missing is Feather Falling. And now that we have the ability to make potions, I think it's about time that we make some splash potions of weakness so that we can transform our villagers here into zombie villagers. And then splash that little potion on them, give them some golden apples, and then their prices will be reduced. So instead of spending 19 emeralds for a silk touch book, it will be like 4, maybe? 5, maybe even 1. So let's go ahead and get started on that, reduce the prices of our villagers, and then we'll create some of the best armor in the game. Okay, so I have 3 zombie villagers here. I've got my splash potion of weakness, a couple golden apples, and let's get these guys converted. I'm gonna splash it on this middle one here, and it should travel to the other 2 as well, hopefully. So let's throw that. And it looks like we did get them all, so let's go ahead and pop, pop, pop. And now we wait for them to convert. All right, let's see what we've got here. Protection 4 went from 37 to 12. Unbreaking 3 went from 40 to 15. And our Efficiency 5, Mending, and Infinity Villager went way down as well. So I think I'm going to send them through one more loop to get those prices down even further. Maybe even 2 if the prices still feel a little high for me. All right, here's round 2. We are down to 1 emerald for Protection 4, 1 emerald for Unbreaking 3, and 1 emerald for Efficiency 5, Mending, and Infinity. Now to just put these guys back where they came from. I went ahead and cured a few more of my villagers for some cheaper trades, so now I can sell 1 iron ingot for 1 emerald, and that's pretty nice. And since our next objective is creating the best tools and armor, I'm going to construct a Silk Touch pickaxe. The most difficult part about using an anvil is figuring out what order to enchant your items, because each time you use an anvil, a multiplier is added to that item, which will increase the cost of your next anvil use. So if I were to put a pickaxe here and a book here, that cost is 4. But then if I were to construct this and then put another book on it, that cost is only going to increase. So in order to use the least amount of XP to get the item that you want, there is an amazing utility out there by IamCal that calculates the optimal strategy for you. So here it is. It's really straightforward. All you do is select the item that you want to enchant, so pickaxe, and then you list off the things that you want on that pickaxe. So in our case, we want Efficiency 5, we want Silk Touch, we want Mending, and we want Unbreaking 3. Those are all the books that I have in my inventory. Then once you have all of your selections, click on Calculate, and it will try all sorts of different combinations, give you the least amount of XP required for that transaction, and it will give you the steps to complete it. So with this tool in hand and our steps laid out for us, let's go ahead and create this pickaxe. Okay, so the first step says to combine the pickaxe with Efficiency 5. So that's going to be 5 levels. Then we're going to combine the pickaxe with the Silk Touch book. Then we're going to combine the Unbreaking 3 book with Mending for 2 levels. Last but not least, we combine our pickaxe with our book with a cost of 9, which brings us to a total cost of 21. 22 if we decide to name it something. And there we have it, our very first Silk Touch pickaxe, with credit to Cal for the amazing utility. And because we have Silk Touch on one pick, we might as well put Fortune on the other. Now this is going to cost a bit because I didn't do the optimal strategy with this pickaxe, but I've got 15 levels, we've got enough to spare. And there we go. Oh, and our anvil broke. Wonderful. Now, even though I don't have the best tools and armor or full netherite at this point in the game, we are making some pretty good progress, and I'm pretty happy with that. So that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. We got a few things done today. We built our adventure board, we upgraded some of our iron, we upgraded all of our armor from iron to diamond, we managed to get into the nether and do all sorts of nether stuff. Plus, we cured a couple of our villagers so we can have some better deals and easier access to those enchanted books. So thanks for sticking around and being here with me on this adventure. Maybe next episode we can actually start doing some builds instead of all the technical stuff that we kind of need to get out of the way in order for us to get all the resources we need. Anyway, everyone, have a good rest of your day, morning, evening, whatever it is, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!